Greetings, Stein, and nice talking with you again about Dienamic. How things are going?
Hey, Carla. Things are going really well for the time being. We got ourselves a drummer and a guitarist, and we are settled in Sweden. So, yeah, we were working on our live set and some new tunes and just get the rehearsal schedule up and running again. So, yeah, very positive times. So it's going well.
Yeah, indeed. So you got a new album under the name of Surfing the Apocalypse. Actually, when did you start to write this album?
Yeah, this album is an album from 2012 that we re-released, remixed and remastered because the sound we weren't that happy about the sound at the beginning, so we just found out pretty early that we needed to do something about the sound and the mix. So we found out that this period of time, while moving and regrouping and rebuilding the band, was a good time to release it and do another push out to the audience. And yeah, we feel we can present the album as it should be presented at the first release. So now we're giving people an opportunity to actually hear everything that's going on the album.
Then what is the musical direction you went through Surfing the Apocalypse? The main theme of it?
The main theme of the songs, do you mean, or the...
The themes of the whole album and the musical direction you went through it.
Yeah, it have a lot of roots from our main inspirations, the old thrash guys from the US, and the more groove metal bands like Pantera and Gojira and these kind of bands. But we were pretty fresh, everybody who was in the band from the beginning. So we just told ourselves we're not gonna try to follow a path in any direction. We're just trying to write what we write and don't care about anything. Just see where the songs take us and how the arrangement ends up. But the theme for the lyrics and the artwork and the whole idea around the name, of course, for the album was basically the whole 2012 end times issue that was going around. So we decided to kind of mock that period of time. Yeah, but at the same time we tried to put light and focus on the real issue that we feel, mostly not politically, but mostly the way of living and the kind of ignorance we have. We just live as we are told to live, and from these point of views and these ideas, the album came out pretty naturally. We started to write and put in lyrics, and everything started evolving as we kept writing, and so it ended up with the name Surfing the Apocalypse, and of course the tunes on it.
Yeah, But as you said, you actually remastered and remixed it from 2012. But now to speak a bit about the cover artwork, what this might suggest?
The artwork is basically a foundation of a kind of post-apocalyptic scenery, and the only other theme that puts the how should I put it, make the big difference is the little guy on the left that's just standing there with a surfing board, just gonna hit that wave as it comes and don't actually care why it comes. But it's like, yeah, I'm gonna surf this as I surf all the others. So it's kind of the, I don't care, I'm just gonna surf this out.
It seems to me that the sound of it is more heavier. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a more rhythmical, heavier, to compare with the Afterlife, the album from 2015. It's more experimental when it comes to both arrangements and just putting riffs and ideas together and just make them work. But it's a more heavier album, yeah, absolutely. More rhythms and groove. So you're correct.
Your previous album, Afterlife, was out via Warhol the Records, but for this one, you decided to go independent.
Yeah, we have our own label, so we released it on our own name. So both are kind of independent, as Warm Death is an independent label, but yeah, we decided to do that because it's kind of easier to control our promotion tools and everything, and I think the basically it's because it was easier. We didn't want to use time to get a label, as we are not the biggest band in the world. So yeah.
Already online, you posted a lyric video for Betrayed. What were the fans' response for this one so far?
For the lyric
Yeah, exactly. The lyric video of Betrayed.
Yeah. Now it seems to be pretty good response. So yeah, we're happy. We didn't actually expect the whole world to eat it alive, but yeah, we are happy. The response we get and what we got is up to our expectations. So our promo agent is working very well for us. So we're satisfied.
But do you have in mind to make a new lyric video or eventually a video?
For this album, Surfing the Apocalypse, do you think?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. We haven't actually discussed that any further than we discussed it when we released it the first time. Due to the lyric video, most for the most part, we ended up with a lyric video idea, because we actually ain't a full lineup yet. We miss one guy, so the time and the whole it can cost a lot if you want to make a good video. So we took all consideration into deciding that a lyric video was the best thing to do, both economically and for the timing.
Yeah. So you got, as you mentioned, even in the first question, that you got a new lineup. You got on board Tobias and Quitim, both ex-members from Zephyra. What are the reasons that the ex-bandmate left the band, and how these two new ones are fitting in the band at the moment?
Yeah, we've been searching for band members for a year, and we tried out 6 drummers, I think. Yes, and we decided that we wouldn't go for a person that we felt was okay. We needed to find the one that we just got convinced that this is the right guy. This is the guy who can do the job, and the guy we get along with as persons. So we got a what do you call it? A tip about Quitim. So we contacted him, and we had a little coffee meeting, just chatting and talking about the band and the ideas and everything. And then we took the next step and met up in the rehearsal studio and start jamming. And from the first day, we just smiled to each other, and we just knew there and then that this is right. So Tobias, the bassist, of course, for those who knows, and those they played together in Zephyra. So he asked us if it was okay for him to ask Tobias to come down and jam with us. And I said, of course, it was a brilliant idea. The best part is that the two guys know each other, and they are tight together, and they get along and everything. So it was super easy to get him as well into the band. And now we feel like we are heading. We are on the right course, and we just smile and bang our heads in the rehearsal studio and having an awesome time every time we practice or write new stuff. So the whole band chemistry is really good as it is now, and hopefully a long time.
Yeah. You have been touring a few years ago in Japan, supporting Night Rage. So how was that experience in Japan?
Japan is it's an awesome country. A lot of band has that kind of dream that to go to Japan and play. Lucky enough, we got this offer as the first tour ever, the first real tour, and to tour with professional bands and professional musicians was for us a very big thing. We learned a lot and we got inspired. We felt that this is something we need to do more. Of course, we played a lot of local gigs before, but going out on the road and see how this kind of tour, how this kind of tour works, just got us hooked. And yeah, meeting all the guys and playing together and drinking beer was an awesome experience. For the Japan kind of the tourist part, I can recommend everybody to just go there, because it's hard to describe everything, and the impression is hard to describe. But it's so upside down from our Western society. Everything is upside down. The only thing that's similar is the consumer part. The people go out and drink, and stores everywhere. Yeah, but the culture is so different. So I think we will have this interview for an hour if I just going to talk about the Japan experience in details.
Yeah.
But it was a really great one, and I recommend everybody to go if they have the chance.
Yeah.
We went a couple of years later, in 2015 as well, headlining for ourselves, and the same experience. We came back with just more inspired, and yeah, Japan is a great country.
So actually, you would like to go back there touring one day?
Yeah, absolutely. We will get back sooner rather than later.
But as you got this new material, I suppose you are planning some tours over Europe.
Yeah, we are. Nothing is set in stone yet, but we have an idea how to execute it.
Yeah, well, I hope that you will come one day also in Romania. So definitely I will join and be there to see you.
Yeah, I will definitely let you know.
Of course, I will keep an eye on the news.
Yeah, you can get all exclusive backstage sitting down in the basement on a beer can, drinking from a used plastic glass.
Yeah. Well, I wanted you to tell me, how do you describe the dynamic genre mostly?
It's I think it's not evolved to the point that I can see it now. Now we have the sound, and now we have everything we want for the sound of Dienamic. I think it's still in progress, and we're still trying to just hit that nail. You know when you have something that, okay, this is it.
Yeah.
But it has always been, and it will always be, the riffs, the tight riffs, the aggression. It would be feelings. It would be also slow and groovy. But we want to make the well-known death metal and thrash metal sound, as everybody knows who listen to metal knows how a thrash band and a groove band sounds, but we really want it to be just something else, but not actually a different genre or a total different sound. It's just it's very hard to describe.
Yeah.
But I think the closest I'm gonna get is when you hear one of our songs, you will immediately think that this is thrash or groove, but you will have a totally new experience listening to it. The experience you haven't had before.
Yeah. Well, as you are thinking to get maybe a new lyric video, touring plans, what other plans do you have in mind regarding Dienamic?
Just a couple of days ago, we started talking about touring and putting up a plan for the new. So I don't have actually a lot of new stuff to expose to you, but I can tell you that we are gonna be seen live after this summer, from September and out, and I can almost guarantee that it will come some kind of release between summer and Christmas, with a music video, of course, or 2 or 3. Yeah, about this stage show and everything, I don't want to talk too much about that, because it's very into the planning and the planning stage. So nothing is kind of set there. But it's going to be something else, I can tell you.
Definitely. Well then, it was again my pleasure to talk with you again. By the way, nice album, I can say.
Thank you.
And yeah, hope to see you soon on stage. I'm waiting you here, or maybe I will traveling in another country to see you, if I will be around.
Yeah, I hope to see you if we hit the stage somewhere near you.
For sure.
That would be great. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, and cheers.
Yeah, my pleasure.